No intro tonight?
No, the stream's not going. I don't know what's going on.
It says live. 15 seconds.
Well, what? Usually we're streaming on Twitter, but something happened and I got an error message. That's why. So, welcome to the Geeks, the Wonder Bread edition. This is Lil.
This is Steve, keeping it green.
And this is Ed.
You know, it's like, did anybody watch the superhero draft that you guys was posted? Like right before the video starts, you see me sprinting back from my air conditioner, like in a quick shot. Like, what the fuck?
We are not professionals. We like to play them on TV, but that's okay.
What's up, Ed?
Oh, Ed's filling in. Thank you, Ed.
No, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I appreciate the 80s cartoon art behind you, the Thundercat shirt. Yes. You came prepared. At least, you dressed for the job you wanted. So I appreciate that.
This is indeed.
Interview. This is an interview if you didn't know.
Do we need sound effects too?
Hey, if you want to keep filling in sound effects, we'll take them.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes. What'd you guys do this week? Anything? Watch anything special?
Well, it's been a few weeks.
A couple weeks. I was going to say
the Geeks.
Three weeks because we were out. Well, we were out because I was out, and then we did the superhero draft, and then.
Congratulations, by the way, Ed. It's pretty.
Oh yeah,
pretty unanimous out there.
Ed definitely won the superhero draft, so that is for sure. So,
James.
What's up, James? What's up, Robert? It's interesting. The superhero draft was interesting. It was funny. I found a YouTube video of another an actual fantasy football group actually did one in 2017. They actually did a superhero draft. I didn't watch it. I just, for some odd reason, it popped up in my feed on YouTube. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So they did a 2017 draft. But I think they drafted all from the movies.
All right.
I was like, that's kind of BS,
It's not BS. That's just fine.
Whatever.
Somebody would look at our list and be like, what the hell's going on?
Well, we did have a couple of people. We did have somebody post on the thing that they enjoyed everything, but they're their top 4 picks weren't even drafted, and I was just like, holy crap!
Who the hell? What top 4?
It was Raven. It was some other they were talking about their powers and stuff. So I was like, that's interesting. But I was doing. I don't know. Again, I don't know why this kept popping up in my feed, but because I looked up one thing. It was Batman versus Spider-Man, kind of power set thing. It was just a funny little video I was watching. I think I sent it to you guys.
Yeah.
And then once I did that, it kept showing me power sets of Spider-Man and how actually powerful Spider-Man is and how powerful his spider sense is. And I'm just like,
I know, but you really gotta you can get into the weeds about all of that shit, right? Like any hero, you're like, oh, if you go back and read this person's version of that, this person can actually travel through people's thoughts and memories and shit. And so you're like, what the fuck? Every time Superman gets a new writer, he gets new powers. So it kind of ebbs and flows.
With that. But it's I never, I guess, I haven't read. I have a lot of Spider-Man comics. No, it didn't clear. I mean, we had to go to the bargain bin and pull out Ed. No, I'm just teasing it.
Damn. We ordered Sean, but we ordered him on Temu.
This is Temu Sean.
Sean picked me up at the farmer's market for $1.
But I guess I not to say that I downplayed it, but it's just seeing how again, it's been a long time. I would read comics in ebbs and flows. And it's again, I took for granted that spider sense, how important and how because the video was just showing he could see and sense magic being cast on him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they even showed things. I'm not saying I won.
Spider-Man, good. Spider-Man, well, guys. I mean, Ed won, but not for nothing. Spider-Man, so fucking good. Shut the fuck up.
Spider-Man is the best.
I did some research on, wouldn't you have guessed it, Spider-Man.
What's going on, man? What's going on, Rick?
Elder Rick.
Thanks for catching up with us. But yeah, Spider-Man.
I wanted to talk also about when last we met. You and I got into a spirited shouting competition on the Acolyte review, and I just wanted to say that when all was said and done, the funniest part of all of that was that our reviews was exactly the same. We literally had the same complaints. I mean, my give and take one or two, and the same praises, and we gave it the same rating, and we spent the first 20 minutes fighting with each other. So
it's very
isn't that what we always do?
That's like, it's like I keep talking about like House of the Dragon and this show, like fucking, there's just a big miscommunication. Like, that's exactly what we did. And we played right into the part.
We did.
That was good stuff.
We did. Oh man. You know what I did today though is I went to Universal Studios. Shocking, right? Like I go to a theme park on a weekend, but they were actually doing something really awesome. They started like a new like they changed like their parades and their nighttime shows and everything. And I've never been a big fan of them because it's like it's always been kind of really geared toward kids. It's always been the DreamWorks stuff that they really promoted. Like I like their Christmas holiday special because it's like a Macy's parade, so it's like really kind of like that holiday theme. So I like going to see that. And then this year they've really been focusing. I sent you guys some pictures before. Like their focus really this year has been on like E.T., Jaws, Ghostbusters,
legacy,
and
franchise.
Back to the Future and stuff like that. So they have a new parade, and it was really awesome because some of the floats were that. I think I sent the geeks the Tyrannosaurus. So I'm gonna share my screen and kind of show you guys some of these pictures because it was really fast, so I didn't get to like put things together. This week has been a nightmare because I'm trying to get ahead of schoolwork and I have like 20-page papers due, and it's I can't focus. Like, Ed, you guys see me when I'm not paying attention. I look off at my second screen because I'm typing papers. I'm doing homework. And like this week, it was like I had to, because like I'm gonna be gone next week. I'm gonna be in Disneyland, and like I had to get ahead. So like I wanted to get screenshots for the trailers for Captain America. Didn't do that. I just didn't do anything. It's like I got to like the root causes of what I could do. Like I watched 2 horror movies that we were going to review. Now 1 we're not.
You can still pull up those trailers and just kind of like skip past.
Yeah,
just like drag it till you see something.
I'm not going to play it like Sean because like if you look at our little feed, like in the background, we're copywritten in a lot of things, but like not a negative impact copywritten. So I'm like, this is, and it's funny because Screen Crush, I was watching one of their videos in the new Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, and all of a sudden their screen they were doing like a live thing like we do, and it went black because like they had to edit out everything they were showing, and I'm like, yep, I'm like at least we're not the only ones that happened, but I wanted to share my screen share you guys some of these.
Like why? Just like we're not I get it. Yeah. If you're selling it, that's one thing, but you're literally just creating more buzz for your product.
I know. It's crazy. So I'm going to share my screen here, just show you guys some photos here of some of the floats if everything captured. But although this guy was awesome, I sent this to Steve. I'm like, you definitely got to make something like this in your office because they have a whole like video store thing going on. So that's I think they have socks. I almost bought a pair of these socks, but I'm like,
hell yeah, like obviously
it was pretty cool. And then they have Mario merchandise, and I'm wearing actually one of the shirts because of the Nintendo World coming next year. So I took a couple of pictures of those, but like you guys don't care about the headbands, but I thought this one was awesome. The Boo, I just like that. So I'm not getting it. Jenny wants it. So, but the floats, for some odd reason, I don't think everything is downloaded. Because we just literally got home, but this is the Minions one. We're missing the Back to the Future one. This is the Ghostbusters one. This one did not. I was trying to take these really quickly.
That's pretty cool.
Inside there was what's her face, Sigourney Weaver's character, not Sigourney Weaver, if she's one of these, Zool. They had a Zool in there. I don't know why it's not showing up. I took another photo. It's not up here. Maybe it's the Kung Fu Panda. But you have the Stay Puft on top. You've got the Slimer here. Like, it was really cool. So they had a Ghostbusters, the Back to the Future one. I don't know why it's not here showing up, but they had a Back to the Future float. They have an ET one. It was really cool with the music and everything going on. You got ET there. You got all the, and then they had people like dancing and doing stuff in front. And then they had the Jaws one. This one was really cool. The guy on the boat, awesome. The guy on the boat was awesome because he was like shouting at the crowd and stuff and just like yelling at everybody like, "Get out of here!" And then the T-Rex was awesome, and this was mechanical. It would roar, and it took
very cool.
I took a 9-second one so we didn't get because there was music in the background. So I was like 9 seconds, stop the recording. But yeah, so it just just wanted to show those off because I thought it was really, really cool.
I like that ET one's awesome. The way they made it so that those kids run bikes.
Yeah, and they had other ones below. I don't know. It's weird that it didn't sync everything up yet, but if it does, I'll show the Back to the Future one was funny because the guy did not look like Marty. The other guy kind of looked like Doc, but the Marty guy, like a terrible wig and everything. I was just laughing, but it was really cool because it was like the back of the DeLorean, the clock top. It was all there.
There's like flames behind the car or something. That would have been sweet.
No, it wasn't flames.
No, not like real ones, but even if it looked like a burning track behind it, that would have been sweet.
Oh, that would have been cool. Yeah. No, I don't think it looked like that. I'm trying to remember now. But then they also do a nighttime. You do that with
LEDs. It would look awesome.
And I'm mad here because I took some pictures of the nighttime show because they did stuff with drones as well. And in the nighttime show with the drones, they had like in the sky they had like the ET silhouette with Elliot and him flying like Kong on a skyscraper. They had the Transformers and Decepticon logos because like it was like they have a lagoon in the middle of Hollywood Studios. So they have it's a big water feature that shoots up and they project like movie scenes and music to go with it. And then in the sky, they added like drones. And then on top of that, they added Koopa singing Peaches, which was awesome. And everybody, was cheering about, Peaches. But then they had like a Harry Potter thing, a Minions thing. They had the Ghostbusters. I missed Stay Puft in this guy because like I wasn't taking photos of it. I didn't realize he was popping up. But then I got the Ghostbusters logo, which was really cool. Like seeing all this stuff, via drone. And then they had like the How to Train Your Dragon and all that kind of stuff. So it was a really cool like nighttime show that they put on. It's new, and again, like the big push for them is like those legacy movies. Man, it's like those 4 are the core ones, and then Jurassic Park gets thrown in everywhere.
So they have to do something with Back to the Future. I don't know what. It's like you can't sequelize it really. Like you can't reboot it. I don't know what but you can't just let that IP die like it was. But if I'm afraid of what a new person behind the helm of Back to the Future would be.
It'll be tough.
Like I don't know if you could nail that tone the right way. And like we talked about it because we just reviewed Back to the Future 2 not that long ago, and that's some silly shit. Like it's a live action cartoon, those movies. If you haven't gone back and watched, they are acted as though they are cartoon characters.
Well, the second one, not the first. I think the first was a little bit more toned down. The second one goes into Looney Tunes,
like Michael J. Fox can't even walk straight in that movie. Every time he's walking, he's spinning in circles and walking backwards.
Yeah, I mean, especially like when he walks into the Pepsi Cafe and it's just all over the place. Young Elijah Wood.
And nobody liked the third one. I did, but nobody else seems to like the third one. So maybe a new one wouldn't be like that bad.
I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I really don't.
I think it's a complete reboot. That's really the only way you can.
But the problem with rebooting that movie, just like we've talked about, when you reboot movies that are already so beloved and already almost perfect, like Back to the Future, like I remember taking film study in school, and they consider it the perfect script, like the first Back to the Future movie. So it's like you're gonna reboot a movie that was considered perfect, like that doesn't make sense, right? Like, and we're seeing this now, this trend with the requel. But the problem is you're not requeling this. You know, you're not going to take out Back to the Future 2, and if you want to even sequel it from after 3, like, what are you going to follow, right? You know, maybe it's Doc's kids, you know, in the train or something. You know, you take off a spin-off, you know, but like I think the Marty story, I think it's you're Stevie on mute. I think it's too hard to spin off or do like a Marty's kids.
What if you did a sequel, like an actual sequel, but you did it not in the Spider-Verse for sure style, but like animate it, like, but do it on a big budget like Spider-Verse, like really animate the shit out of it, make it gorgeous. Then you can get voice actors, sound. You could continue these characters in perpetuity. Then
you could.
And you're not rebooting, you're not rebranding, you're just going on other adventures that you can do not in live action or not in live action.
That would be fantastic.
I mean, Rick and Morty is kind of like that next step, but I think it's already kind of gone off the rails in that, like, season 1 maybe, you know, but like once you introduce Mr. Poopy Butthole, I don't know if it's a Back to the Future sequel, but I don't know. But Steve, that's a good point. I think that's why it hasn't been touched.
Or it'd be awesome. Do a video game, like make that the sequel, and you have to go through all these different time periods and do all kinds of cool shit and get your DeLorean up and working.
Didn't they already come up with one? Don't they already?
Not a good one. There was a Telltale one.
Yeah.
Those aren't games. Those are cartoons that you point and click. And they're fine for what they are, but good lord.
But I mean, that's like a sequel story, right? Like it's told in kind of a meta cartoon mode, right? I don't know.
That wasn't very good.
I think it would be tough. I agree. I think probably you're right, Steve. An animated or a video game would make the most sense because it's just voice actors, right? At that point,
plenty of people can mimic what Michael J. Fox was doing in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
What's James Arnold Taylor? He's always done a pretty good Michael J. Fox.
See, he's already cast.
I don't know who that is. So
me neither. But that's why we got Ed here because Ed knows all this shit.
I know Ed is like an encyclopedia. Ed's like an encyclopedia of shit. No, just knows everything.
Good lord.
James Arnold Taylor did the voice of Obi-Wan Kenobi in Clone Wars, but he does a lot of other voice acting. Yeah. So
that's right. I okay. Now I know who that is. Interesting. Yeah.
So you did you watch anything else?
No, like this week TV was not on except for the 2 movies.
So you didn't get a chance to watch Axel F on Netflix?
I did not. And me and Jenny were talking about it.
Wow, I can't believe that. It's good.
I know. I can't wait to see it.
It's not bad. It's better than 3. Not that that's like a really high bar. And you know what they do? They talk a lot of shit about 3 in this movie. They're well aware that was
that one sucked. That's funny.
So now I'll wait till Sean's on and Dad, did you check out Axel F yet?
I haven't, but I know we got the season finale for The Boys.
I did not watch that yet, son of a bitch. Did you watch it?
Oh yes.
See, and that's the fucked up thing. You want to know why I didn't watch it? Because something else dropped on Thursday night, and I decided to watch all of that instead. So
what
I
dropped
did not.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai season 6, part 1. I watched all of it, and then it was late, and I didn't watch The Boys. And then Friday was game night, and then Saturday we were out all day, and I just didn't get it. Fuck! I've been on The Boys on time every week, and I'd missed the finale. Goddamn.
Late and wrong on Axel F. I know, James. Let's see. Money. I don't think it's a money grab, though. I mean, I think, of course, everything's a money grab. But I've heard good things about Axel F.
Well, it's a money grab in as much as like Hollywood has this new obsession, or maybe just the world does, of just trotting around old people for our entertainment. Like it used to be like kids and like beautiful people, but now it's old people, and it's everywhere, right? I mean, it goes from entertainment all the way to politics. We just love trotting around old people for our entertainment. So Like it does have a little bit of feel like that.
If you're 97 years old, we're gonna put you on a show.
Like think about it, like the Expendables. Like let's get all the old action stars, throw them in a movie. Let's everything that Liam Neeson has done since Taken has been old man doing cool thing. Even John Wick essentially is that. There's a scary movie came out last year called Old People. Like
that's scary.
It is a phenomenon, and I think Axel F is just tapping into that, like because everybody's there and they're all old and they're all still doing the thing. It's almost like they're trying to tell us old people can still do it. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, I guess. Like, yeah, you're probably right. James says lots of nostalgia.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And, the Equalizer as well. Yeah, that's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Rick must have missed the beginning. He's not familiar with, or is he? I'm not familiar with Ed. So Ed does Star Geeks with Sean and me. I'm on it 90% of the time, but Ed and Sean are on it 100% of the time, and Steve's about 75% of the time.
It's true. I miss all animated things.
So Fernando, I just asked that. Am I watching the Star Geeks? No. Well, Sean's not here, so no. Sean is under the weather, so
he needs
tag me.
Rest and recuperation.
I offered to go over and to drive to Delaware and rub some some vapor rub on his chest, but
he might have said yes to that. That's not, you didn't say that. You said you wanted to rub something else somewhere. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
Ed, give me your review, your thoughts without spoiling too much of the season finale of The Boys. Because this season's been a little hit and miss, and some awesome episodes, some
I didn't watch it, but the finale's already been spoiled for me, so
me too, but it's for everybody else out there.
Just the setup for what we're getting as the final season 5 was fantastic. The last few minutes, as they wrap it all up, you get to see some characters you hadn't seen in a while, and it's going to be a crazy season 5.
Very gory, I hear. Very gory.
Well, it's The Boys. I mean,
yeah, but there are certain episodes of The Boys that are even more gory than others. It's like like you can look at The Boys episodes and be like, that one, those are fucked up. The rest of them are fucked up too, but like these ones right here are really fucked up. So like, how did it stack up in the fucked up episode meter?
I don't think there was anything that stood out, especially in this season. That scene in the sauna with the multiple guy, that set the bar. I cannot unsee that. No. I'm not sure if I really want them to go beyond that.
So what would you rate season 4 of The Boys then? Before the finale, I was sitting about a high side kick.
Yeah, I mean, the season as an overall is probably a high side kick. I mean, that last kind of setup was fantastic, but it didn't offset some of those low episodes where you're kind of like, okay, there wasn't much here.
I get tired of hearing the dialogue is mostly like, everything's fucked up. This is so fucked up. Isn't this fucked up? Everything's fucked up. Man, this is fucked up. Man, I just can't believe this is so fucked up. And it's just like, what are you talking about? Like, what is the plot? What are we even trying to stop? What, is this an office or is this somebody's apartment? What the fuck? How does anybody live and pay bills? What the fuck is going on? Like, I don't understand like how any of it works. But I'm just like, I'm here to see cool shit. Like, who do you even work for? I don't even know.
Well, I mean, Steve, have you read the comics?
Yeah, I know. I get it. I know they work for the CIA and stuff.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, have you read the comics? Do you know how this is going to end?
Yes, and no, but they've changed some stuff.
They have changed some stuff, but I still think.
And they've already said that the show's going to, and that there's going to be some differences in how the show ends in the books.
Of course. I don't think it's going to be perfect.
Which should be how it is. Because their characters are different.
Yeah,
Queen Maeve's not even fucking in it right now, so I don't know where she was in the finale of the books though. So.
I think already.
But I saw Ed's little face twitch, so maybe she pops here in the finale.
No, I think she was already dead in the books.
Is she dead in the show? I don't think she was dead. I thought she just like left.
Yeah. I think she's MIA, but
she's MIA. I don't know if she'll come back. But that
I'm hoping
I think the overarching piece is gonna still be the same because it's leading to that anyway, where the books went. So, and it's already kind of been setting up that way. So I think from what I've heard. So I don't want to go. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be exactly because they already announced the twist, right? Because like in the comics, Black Noir was a Homelander clone that was even more powerful than Homelander. So like they took that out, right? So
yeah,
but it's going to set up for some crazy stuff. But I
think that, and good, right? Because I think Anthony Starr is like his Homelander deserves to be the big like. He deserves it. I don't want to see Black Noir pull off his mask and it's fucking Anthony Starr into there playing like a worse version. Like, no. Homelander's been in the front of this shit the whole time. As you know, that he's earned the right to not have Black Noir step all over that at the end. Like,
yeah,
that's a cool twist for the books, but no, not for the show.
No. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. So.
All right. So I didn't watch that. But
you watched Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai season 6 is a 3-part finale, 15 episodes. The first 5 dropped on Thursday. The next 5 drop in fucking November sometime, and then the last 5 drop in 2025 sometime. So they're really dragging this out. And you know what? Good. Because this shit was fantastic. It was cheesy and cornball, but you know what? I loved every second of it. There were so many times where I was just laughing at the show like, oh my God, it's so corny, but so good. Oh, I love it. It's so, like, the teen drama is so stupid. Like, just the fact that, like, karate fights just break out randomly. It was like, as soon as these kids walk into a frat party, I'm like, this is going to end in a karate fight. These high school kids are going to karate kick a bunch of these fucking frat boys, and it's going to get wild. And it does, and it's fucking awesome. Also, there's a fight between Matt Barnes and
Barnes back in season 5,
and Johnny Lawrence in this. Yeah, season 6. There's a fight between them, and it's like, and it happens so naturally that you almost like are. It's perfect. Like they both meet and like are being nice, but then like it starts to get tense, and then they start talking shit, and then they just start fighting. It's so good, and then, you know, there's so much machismo, and it sets up a really awesome thing. You know, there's this like world tournament. They're facing the Koreans. So guess what? Last episode of these 5 episodes was titled Best of the Best. And the whole time fucking Johnny Lawrence is showing him the movies with Eric Roberts and shit. I was like, yeah.
Of course that's what you're gonna love, right? Yeah. Those are your favorite movies.
They're going to the fucking Sakai Taikai, where they say it a million times so you get to learn what that is. They're going to that
last season,
where they're fighting against many other countries, but who are their adversaries? The Koreans, led by Kreese.
We didn't see that coming after last season.
Well, and that wasn't a spoiler. They set that up in episode 1 of the new season. So, but what is a spoiler is the very last member of that team who comes walking out as credits start rolling.
Yeah, I already know because my girls wouldn't stop fucking talking about it. So I'm like, all right.
So good. And it's like cheesy. Holy shit, that's real life fucked up drama. Oh my God. That's fucking, this is terrible. I feel.
So Rick wants to know, is Cobra Kai that good?
Cobra Kai is that fucking good. Cobra Kai highest of heroes.
Season 1, fantastic. Season 2 has some moments. Season 3, good. Season 4, really good.
Season 5, amazing.
Awesome. Like,
this season,
over the top and insane.
It's just going more. It's going more. Oh, it's so good. Oh.
All right.
So
be burning through that soon.
What's up for return? So there you go. You convinced Rick to do it. So.
It's really, really good. And then the only other thing I wanted to talk about, and I know I've talked to you guys a lot about it, and especially you, Ed, but I haven't talked to the Geeks audience that much, is Starfield has opened up the creations menu so you can mod the game. You can use Bethesda mods. Some of them cost money, but most of them are free. And you have to read the descriptions. A lot of them will tell you like use this on a game save that you're just having fun with. Like this might break your fucking game. Like it might make your load files fucked up or whatever. But a lot of them are just cosmetic changes, right? Which is what I've been using. And I've essentially turned Starfield into the Star Wars universe. Ed, you're very familiar with Starfield, yes?
Oh, yes.
And Star Wars. I don't know, because you had one point mentioned you were like scanning all the planets, and that's fucking Goku. So, but you're a completionist, I know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fucking planets.
Yes.
But were you just scanning them or going down and scanning them? Like getting all the flora and fauna and all the fucking resources and all that shit.
If it had flora and fauna, I went planet side and cataloged them all.
Good Lord. That's too much. So
this game sounds like no fun to me at all.
That's a part of it though. There's a lot of there's space pirates, there's like factions and all kinds of cool shit. Anyway, so I turned the whole UC Navy into the Empire, which is fucking awesome. When you first get onto a New Atlantis, you could see an Imperial officer swearing in a bunch of pilots, and they have the helmets and all the shit, and it's fucking awesome. I turned all of the Freestar Collective into, you guessed it, the Rebels, because they're a little bit less funded. So when you land on Aquila, they're all wearing their fucking white hats and giving you that shit. There's not a big statue of whatever that crow guy is in the front anymore. Nope, it's a giant Jedi temple statue. Yes.
So good.
I'm running around in the fucking Beskar Mandalorian armor, and I've outfitted my entire crew in other Mandalorian armors, such as Bo-Katan's and Jango Fett's armor. I have an R2 unit that follows me around called DD88. Awesome. In his description, because he's red, it says it's not red paint, it's the blood of his enemies. And he does run around and electrocute the shit out of people, so it's pretty cool. It's just, I've turned it, I've added Star Wars aliens. So when you're walking around cities, there's aliens. I walked out of a building and there was a pirate guy, and it was a Twilight. Just a lady Twilight, just with her red, but she was red, but it's just awesome seeing the different things you can create in there. What else was the other one? The Crimson Fleet. I turned him into the pirates. What was his name? Hondo something.
Hondo Anaka.
I turned him into his crew. So the whole Crimson Fleet is them. And when you run into that, their crew is wearing the armor from the show. It's so good.
I was wondering when you were paying attention.
I have I didn't see that. Hello, that's my wife. So it's a lot of fun. I wish that there was you could change the music, because it's still Starfield music. If you could add that Star Wars music, that would change the fucking game, right? I mean, that would be the ultimate game changer. Yeah, so he knows. Yeah, exactly, because you can get Star Wars ships, but only the ones I've seen only show exterior shots, no interior. So I don't know if it's even a workable mod or not. It might just be a skin. But if you could change the music and change some of the sound effects, but you do also, lightsabers are added now, Ed, so you can run around with lightsabers. You can change the colors. The dark saber is a mod you can add. You can upgrade the lightsabers to be unstable, stable. There's a whole skill tree opened up for lightsabers, and at the end of it, you block 100% of incoming fire with your lightsaber. And it doesn't use any force power. And you have force powers. If you've done all the stupid fucking temples, all that Starfield shit is force powers. It's all pulling and pushing and changing the gravity and fucking doing all that shit is force powers.
Oh, son of a bitch. All right.
You're literally a Jedi god walking around in Mandalorian Beskar armor, or you could wear Anakin armor, or fucking, they have it all. It's all in there. All of it. And it's all free. So good. I had to start over because I was looking at the builds and realizing that you have to load in the mods in a certain order in order for shit to work properly. You can't have certain mods will require the alien skin pack to be installed. And that or that mod won't work. So if you have that mod loaded above the alien skin pack, well, it's not going to work because it's loading up before the other one.
All right. I'll have to get the list from you of what you have, and
I have a picture of it.
Oh, okay, perfect. Just send it over. We're good.
Every one of them that I got was free, except for there's There's a Trackers Alliance that got added, which you can change to be the Death Watch. So all the bounty hunters and trackers are Mandalorians. Fucking perfect. So, dude, just do it. Just get it, change it into Star Wars the game, and have fun like I am. It's great.
Play that until Outlaws.
This might be more fun.
What, a month away?
30th.
Yeah.
So, yep. It's a little more than a month.
Cool.
So,
anything else, Steve?
I watched a terrible movie from 1986 that we're not going to talk about tonight.
Cool. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was so because of how my time this week was so like valuable.
Wasted.
That's
a long movie too.
I put that on Sunday, and I was so angry. I was just like, what the hell, Sean? What the hell? Yeah, so you'll hear that for our 31 days. I will not give away the title yet, but
that little boy, the way he runs, once you notice it, you just can't unnotice it because he does a lot of running, and it's all done like this.
It's a bad movie. It's a bad Canon Films feature, of course. So, I guess let's get into the toy box, Steve. You got some tapes?
Yeah, I picked up some tapes this week.
I'm gonna put you in solo mode for the tapes.
None of them are like awesome, but I got them mostly because I like the box art, right? Like I'm probably like the Clint Eastwood Firefox. Like that's just a sweet box.
Oh, I love that movie.
Look at that cover, man.
I don't even remember that movie, so
even the side art's really nice. I love the font. Like just really, really cool box. I have Romancing the Stone, so I had to get Jewel of the Nile. And I also love the painted on kind of covers. Those are always good.
Those are always great.
Remember Run Lola Run? This is like the his sequel movie, that director. I've never seen it before, but it's called The Princess and the Warrior. It's the same exact like font and box as the Run Lola Run. So I'll give it a shot. I've never seen that one in the wild, so I picked that up. Jet Li's The Enforcer. I don't know. More action.
I love Jet Li movies, so there's nothing wrong
and
with
look, it's part of the Jet Li collection, so that's not bad. This is another one that like I just really like the box. This is an okay movie, but Bruce Willis's Last Man Standing, like it's like it's a different texture. The words are a different texture, and they're different, like they're raised up. So that's really cool. And in the back is like all this is like a different texture than the rest of the box. Like the whole front and sides are like this matte finish, and in the back has this gloss and then super gloss on those pictures. Like it's just a cool box. So I got
Steve,
that.
where are you putting all these, Steve?
I have an overflow right here that you can't see that I'm working with until I build new shelving. This one
Are you tearing all that down and putting up new shelves, or are you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, not right now, but yeah. So the 20th century. I hate these selections boxes. I don't like the little label on top, but it's a cool box anyway. So Young Frankenstein. Nice box
Another good
art.
movie.
It's a great movie. So
I just hate this. Ugh.
I know.
And then last, another Jet Li movie. I didn't have this one, and I thought I did. I got to figure out a way to get this sticker shit off. The Kiss of the Dragon. But the reason why I picked this up, I actually didn't even see what it was. I just saw that. It is like a fucking awesome blue teal tape. Is the Blockbuster sticker on the bottom. That is nice stuff. So
that's pretty awesome.
And that's I did get one more. This is just a classic that I didn't have on the list. I have 3 Men and a Baby. So you gotta have that so you can see that little dead boy in the background.
It wasn't a dead boy, it was a cardboard cutout of Ted Danson.
I am going to live the rest of my life knowing that is a dead boy in the background of that movie.
It's not.
And you know what? My life will be better than your life thinking it's a Ted Danson cutout. I don't care that yours is the real one. Mine's more fun. We got Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster over here, Lil. Stay over there with your cardboard cutouts.
I have one in my entryway of the Spider-Man. All right, so I'll go with my toy box. I have a lot of things that I wanted to talk about, and since I'm not going to be here next week, I'm just going to just vomit everything out that I got. So this week was Amazon Prime Day, and what I like to buy on Prime Days is things that I've been waiting to get to kind of configure my game room portion of it out. And so, Steve, question for you: you have a Genesis Mini, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go solo layout, and so I picked up because I want to try to get more of a wireless feel for all my mini controllers. So I've been looking for like the best wireless ones, and for only $20, the 8-bit DOE Sega Genesis wireless controller, fantastic feel to the controller. This is a controller great. I recommend everyone get. It also because it comes with a USB dongle, right? So you can actually stick this in your Switch and play Genesis type games. If you know, so you can stick this into your computer, into anything, emulators if you have those, and play 6-button Genesis games. And that's what because like the Genesis Mini 1 came with the 3-button one, and I hated that it came with the 3-button controller because it has Street Fighter on there. You can't play Street Fighter with the damn 3 buttons. It's impossible. It sucks. It's terrible. But this is a really good controller. So I'm going down a controller rabbit hole right now.
How much was that? You got that on Amazon?
This on Prime for $20. It's back up to normal price, but just keep watching deals because the fact that it came down, it's gonna come down again. So
looks like a battering, man. It looks like you could really fuck someone up throwing that.
It's heavy. Yeah, it's built in. It's got USB-C charger.
That looks very aerodynamic. Like it looks like you could really
so good.
Get a nice twirl on that thing, hucking it at somebody's head.
Another one that I got also from 8-Bit DOE. This is a SNK Neo Geo licensed controller that they did in partnership. Neo Geo, so it goes with the Neo Geo Mini.
You're gonna have to get all of them now. You're gonna have to get all the 8-Bit DOEs, all of that shit. You gotta have to. You got them all already?
I got quite a few. I got a Nintendo one.
Show them all. Show them all. I want to see it.
Well, I have the Nintendo ones downstairs because of something else that I've been playing, but I'll talk about that later because the Nintendo ones I got for Christmas. So, sorry, I'll bring those. I don't have them all, but this SNK one, great, like man. The best part about this is because like the Neo Geo controllers, they have this clicking. I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah.
And that's what every third-party controller doesn't do the clicking. If you have an original Neo Geo controller, you get that clicking, and that's perfect because it goes 8 directionals on the gamepad. And why I love this one as well, again, I talk about the Switch, is SNK released a Neo Geo Pocket collection for the Switch, or it's not through SNK. I think it's through limited run. But so you can get like a dozen Neo Geo Pocket games on there, and plus I have a Neo Geo Classic. That's like a little mini arcade. You can still get that on Amazon for like $60, and then you toss in this wireless controller, and you can play it from across the room and just kind of sit there and play the Neo Geo, which is what I'm excited to do. This other one that I got, which is not for the classic systems, but it's actually for the original Nintendo 64. And it is called the N64 Tribute by Retrobit. And it is a wireless controller for the N64 in more of a GameCube style.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with a wireless thing you plug into the N64, but it also has a USB dongle that you can plug into your Switch to play the Nintendo 64 games that are on the Switch, because the Switch Online, if you get the expansion pack, there's a whole bunch of 64 games on there. This thing is so awesome, so comfortable. The joystick is the GameCube type joystick. It is one of the best third-party wireless controllers I've ever played, and it feels great.
Solid too. Like it looks like it fits. Like it's like a nice solid. A lot of those third-party, like I'm used to the haven't bought third-party controllers in so long. I mean, I'm talking Mad Catz days, like back.
Oh yeah, those are all garbage. Those are all, these are...
You could just tell you held them and they felt cheap and plasticky.
No, these are heavy. These have every feature you want on them. They feel great. They made these, and they have another one called the Brawler. which is really good form fitting for when you're playing Smash. It's a special controller to play Smash Brothers. You know what I mean? Like, because like as much as I love, and I do love the Nintendo 64 controllers, I collect them, which will be the next controller to talk about. It's just having, again, a wireless controller where I can play my 64. I was playing Donkey Kong Country for a few minutes, and I love this thing. So, oh, really? I totally missed that they announced the SNK versus Capcom for the Switch. Ooh, baby. I will be picking that up. So, but yeah, so those are like my third-party controllers that I got, on Prime days. All of them were a lot cheaper. I've been watching them because like the 64 ones usually goes for about $45 to $50, and I got it for $30. So right when I saw it for $30, I'm like, boom, bought it. Got the red color because I wanted something that I didn't have, and I know they have a watermelon, but not that kind of red for the 64. So I picked those up. So then when I went back to Chicago for the week of the 4th, I told Sean and I were talking, and because we were talking about trying to pull back on buying and hunting and stuff. Like, it's just, we've spent so much and
lies and deceit.
I know it is lies because then like the first damn day we stop.
And you guys only talk about that because you haven't found shit recently. And you're like, maybe we should just stop. And it's only because you haven't seen nothing in like the last 3 days that you liked.
It's true. So when I stopped at Flealand in Kentucky, which I love that place, and I got a N64 Aqua controller. I collect these. I have I think I'm up to 10 different colors now for the N64. Works great stick. I got it for $20. And the funny thing is down the way in another booth, they were selling it for $50. So I was like, no, I'm glad I negotiated because he had a $30 price sticker on it. I'm like, I'll give you 20 cash. And then he took it. So I was like, all right, perfect. So I got that at one booth, and then I went to another booth, and it was something that I've wanted for a while, and I kept screwing myself over getting it. I always say, oh, I'll come back to it. It'll still be there. And then it's always gone. I'm at toy shows and everything because there's always more than I wanted to spend on it. But I got it for $30. Even Jenny was like, you need to buy this right now. And it's something that I've wanted. I don't know. It's been well over a decade since it's been out. I'm trying to look at when it came out, 2009. And it is the Marvel Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends Marvel Universe 3 3/4-inch Toys R Us exclusive set. And I got it for $30. They sell on Amazon. I think the cheapest I saw one sell for recently was about $55.
Yeah, you needed that, man.
30 cash. I don't, I'm not going to open the box. I'm just going to keep it, because I love
Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends is that's a you thing for sure.
Oh yeah, I got the comic behind me. It's up there. Can't see it. They ever came out with like a statue. I mean, you got me Firestar's autograph. I mean, like that's my thing. So. Then also on the trip,
that's why they could never fire me when I wasn't doing shit on the show because I got a little that autograph.
I was like, I got Firestar's autograph. Can never do that. I picked up some Nintendo games. So got the original Super Mario Brothers individual, which I don't have.
You didn't have that?
I have Mario Duck Hunt.
I just would have assumed.
There you go. And but the difference with this one as well is it's a 5-screw, and the 5-screw. I know that the wipe somebody wrote 1980 on it in the back. I don't know why. It's stupid.
Well, obviously they wrote it in 1980.
The 5-screw is an original release, so it's one of the early edition releases that they came out with because then they went to a 3-screw back. See that? Because then the top has tabs on it. So this one, there's no tabs. It's a complete flat front. And the 5-screws are more rare. The 5-screw one is the one that sold for a ton of money. It's sealed in box because, again, it's a lower print run compared to this one. So not that this is worth a ton of money. It's like $15-$20. But I like getting them, and I wanted a 5-screw one if I bought the Mario individual because I have the Duck Hunt one that's 5-screw as well. So going down and I want to get all the black box ones. So all the black box games is like, I think it's 30 games is the first 30 releases. And they have like, they're all the boxes were black, just like the label there. And it's like a black background with kind of like a real logo of what the game looked like. Not like some of the games that came out afterwards where it would be like,
they would cheat. They would sell you lies with those fucking stickers. You'd look at that sticker and be like, oh my God, I have to play this. This is a fucking dragon and this cool thing. Yeah. And you load it up and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. so I also picked up another black box, not a 5-screw, but Pro Wrestling. I don't know if you remember this game.
Oh, Starman.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome.
Starman. Everybody goes right to Starman.
Yes.
I still think it's like the best wrestling game on the NES. And there's been a lot of wrestling games. But love
Amazon
Pro Wrestling.
Guy chomping on your head.
Yeah, I look like a mutant. Another game that I thought I had, and then I realized I didn't after I went and did that Turtles thing, and my wife got mad at me when I bought Turtles 3. Was Super C. I did not have Super Contra, so I got Super Contra. Also at the same place that I got this game, they had a bunch of the NES dust covers, and I got 20 of them for 50 cents each. So I have more of my games and dust covers. And the last but not least, one of my Grail games that the last time I saw it in store, it was $70, and I was like, I cannot pay $70 for an NES cartridge, especially for a game that's not good, even though it's a Grail game for me. I got it for $30 at my old stomping grounds in the Chicagoland area, and I got a Nightmare on Elm Street for $30.
That's awesome.
Really great label. I mean, it's just a little dirty. I got to kind of clean it up, but like great label. Great
I love that they have to have this logo, this silly rainbow above this otherwise.
Well, it's LJN.
Unbelievably
That's
dark.
Yeah.
No, but I know it has to be on there, right? It's the gaming company. But,
yeah.
But it's like it's just funny that you like if I was them, I'd be like, you could just make it all red. Make it match. That's funny, but like that's a great label. That's really cool.
And then
I don't remember that game. I remember Friday the 13th, but not so much Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare, at least you actually did more in it. You were like in a nightmare world, but it's not good. It's not a good game. But for $30, can't go wrong. I also picked up, because I'm going for those Sinister 6 PVC statues to go with my Sinister 6. So I got Vulture. It's actually a really good sculpt on the Vulture.
Yeah, it is.
It's actually
Classic
a nice.
Vulture.
I know, like that's what I liked about it. So I have now Mysterio, Vulture, and Doc Ock that goes in it. So I need.
And you have them all in the classic designs.
Yeah, because I'm getting. I pre-ordered the Sideshow big piece that's coming at quarter scale that has like the Sinister 6 in a cloud, like with Spider-Man, and so or his Spider Sense, however they're gonna say it. But I was like, oh, let me get these to kind of go with, like it'll go underneath that one, and then that'll be on the top. So. I got that, and then
where are you gonna put that? You're over here talking about like where are you gonna put all
I know.
Where
are
you gonna put that?
It's going over here, and I made room over there. So there's more things. I put a whole bookshelf right here where I put my Avengers statues right next to me. So like
that's what happens.
Yeah.
Just keep getting more shit. You gotta keep building more shit to house your shit.
Yeah. Later, Rick. Thanks for checking in with us, man. We'll see you soon. Then I also got this cool again running out of space. I have no wall space, but I had to buy this LED light, because it's Spider-Man and it looks awesome. So it's and it gets super bright, man. It's crazy. This thing like it dims to that, and then it's bright. It's got 5 levels of bright. Look.
It is
like watching break his camera. It's like
yeah. So I got this. I'm gonna find some place to put it up. So I like that. I'm trying to get more like LED kind of signs around, and I saw that, and I'm like, again, that was on Prime Day, $25. So I was like, all right. They had actually a Ninja Turtle one too, like a I think it was Donatello, and I'm like, shit, how many of these do I need? And I have to wait on it. So I have a few more things. One big thing that I picked up today that I pre-ordered and I finally got and is awesome as shit. And it's a video game and I played it and I really want you guys to get it. It's for the Switch. And it's the Nintendo World Championships, the NES edition.
No, it's all like 30-second, like beat this time. It's all
it
like
is,
time
but
trials.
it's so much fucking. It's addicting and so much fun. Everybody in my house wants to play it. Everyone was watching me play it. I don't want to give up my controller. I'm like, no, get the hell away from me. And it's like it's some of the shit that you get so frustrated on because it's like get the first mushroom in Mario level 1-1, right? So it's right there, and it's like 5.3 seconds. And I'm like, I can do it better than that. Why do I keep sliding? Why is that stupid Goomba right there? And I'm like trying to jump in at the right thing. And you keep redoing it. And then it's like 5.2 seconds. It's like, oh, okay. Now I know, and like you keep, I love it. I am having so much fun playing it, especially because my investment is a few minutes. I can get in there, and then I'm out. And the cool thing too is you play against other people that their ghost times online, so like you can beat people and then you earn like badges and pins and all this other kind of stuff. So I think it's really cool. But it came with a bunch of swag. That's why I wanted the collector's edition box. So what it came with in a little box here, got a little box. It came with these art cards. So it's got a bunch of art cards, and it's really cool. So you got Mario, which I just showed you that I got, and then it's got an 8-bit Mario on the back. Legend of Zelda with a Link on the back, and like I don't know how I'm gonna frame these and hang them all around, but I'm like, do I frame?
You have to have the card art out. You have to have the card art.
Samus.
Yes.
Yeah,
you have to have the sticker art out. Sorry, sticker art has to go.
And you got Donkey Kong, and you got Donkey Kong. I love that. Kid Icarus, because it's another game that it's on the time trial. Like, these are all games that you battle on, so that's what I love about it. Mario 2. Yeah, that. You got Excite Bike. This one pisses me off, man, because Excite Bike, I suck at this game. I have this game. I suck at it, and this is one of those damn battle games. It is terrible. Ice Climber, another black box game. Got that guy who smashed these little ice. Balloon Fight, another great, fun little game that I love playing. Mario 3.
Yeah, you have to have the sticker art facing out. Of course, yeah.
Adventures of Link. Super Mario The Lost Levels, and then Kirby's Adventure. So all these games all these games have time trials on there. You play so many. There's so many things to play. It's awesome. It's so much fun. I love it. That's not all that it came with. So came with this awesome fucking pin set, and I love this pin set. Like you got Link there. Really cool. You got Mario. You got that middle one with the World Championships logo, NES edition. You got a Donkey Kong pin, and you got a Samus Metroid pin. So, like, I love this pin set. I'm like, man, this is awesome. But the reason why I got this thing, the main reason, because it came with an NES cartridge. Not that you can play it in your NES, but it's just a display cartridge, gold cartridge of the World Championships. Because I'm never going to own a World Championships gold cartridge. These things go for thousands online and in auctions. But I got it.
What's the next best thing? That is.
Exactly. And it's got the little logos in the back of all the games. So I was like, oh, that's really cool.
Very cool.
And what else did Nintendo do with this? Because they could have just given you this and that's it. They gave you a display stand with the Nintendo branding on it. So you just kind of pop it in. Got a little display stand, display it on your shelf. Boop.
You know what's fucked up is like, I wish we were getting paid by Nintendo because then it would make this make sense, but we're not. So this is just you.
This is just me chilling for Nintendo. Wearing a Nintendo shirt,
No,
it's like,
yeah. I swear.
It's a great fucking game. I mean, this is.
That's awesome.
You guys owe
that's a great
all
box.
these games.
I mean, it's a great whole kit, whole set.
Yeah, exactly. It's for me, it's perfect, right? Because I collect, like, my focus is the NES and Super Nintendo. Like, those are like the two systems that I have the most games for, actually, and Nintendo cartridge games. Nintendo 64 is right there as well. And having these things that I can display around my collection is perfect. So, love that. Also, I got a statue.
Wait, there's more?
There's more. I got a Hawkeye 1/6 scale Kotobukiya statue. It's one of the heavy one, the old art, fine art statues. Because I have the Avengers.
I like that you're sticking mostly with the classic looks. Like, I like
Hawkeye's, I want the comic.
New stuff with his sunglasses and all that, but I love this old dopey purple and black with the H on his forehead. Like, I don't know why, but I like it. I like it a lot.
I agree. Well, it's what I want. Like, I have all the classic Avengers, like, for the most part. Like, so right next to me, I have a Hulk, now Hawkeye, Iron Man, Captain America, Vision, Black Widow, Black Panther, all classic costumes, and then a Thanos. So I need to get a classic Thor. I have Thor and a Silver Surfer, like, diorama statue set, but I want a Thor to go in here, and then a Scarlet Witch, and then I'm done with my
Thor too, with like the big wings on
right.
the head.
And I found a couple that I'm looking at, so I'm kind of waiting out pricing, because like that Hawkeye statue I got for $100 on Mercari, and this guy like posted on there, I'm selling my collection because I'm going only quarter scale. I'm like, oh, it's fucking Sean. Selling everything to kind of keep raising up. And I'm like, yeah, I love my quarter scale pieces, but I'm not going everything quarter scale because I'm just not going to do that. But he put it out there, and then he put what he thought, and then I made an offer, and he accepted it. So it was like $100 for the Hawkeye, and everywhere else I've seen for that Hawkeye or the Bowen Hawkeye has been like $200 to $300. So I'm like, hey, I got it for $100. I'm gonna take it. So. Right. And then the last thing that I got, there's one more. I think there's one more. Maybe there's more laying around here. But I got this awesome heavy statue. This is a Marvel Classic Covers statue. It is Amazing Fantasy 15. It is awesome because it looks like a stack of books on there. How they did it comes with like a display stand, or you can hang it on the wall. Got the heavy. Cool. I'm not hanging this on the wall. This is too damn heavy, and I would be afraid this thing would come crashing down. I've seen these online. I never knew how cool it would be. Like, I looked at them, and I'm like, the pictures didn't do it justice. I thought they looked hokey and like a shitty sculpt. This is really, really good. This is so well. I think Kirby did this cover with Ditko, but I think it was more of a Kirby cover for
the 3D aspect of it is just.
I know, it's
great.
Like
very cool.
It's awesome. So they also have a giant size X-Men like this. I don't know if I'd get that one, but I had to get this one because this is the book this is my Grail book, and I'm never gonna get it because it's too much money. I mean, a 1.0 I saw sell for like $15,000. So I'm like, this is never gonna happen. So
again, what's your next best thing?
This is the next best thing.
You gotta put your gold.
Yeah, my gold card
next to it.
Yeah, so there's a long ass toy box.
But that's awesome, man. Well, you had several weeks and trips, and you went to lots
and sales and all this. Yeah. And like with Prime stuff, like I bought like connectors and stuff because now I have a third TV, so I needed more connectors and stuff. So like that's why I love those things, because I find that shit so cheap on Prime because nobody's buying a HDMI connector for a Wii. Who cares? Who cares about that? But I get it for $10. So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah.
I know. I saw that Fernando had asked if anybody saw Twisters, and I have not seen Twisters. I want to see Twisters. I just don't know if I want to see Twisters in the theater because I'm not really a Glenn Powell fan. So I don't know why, but he irritates me.
I mean, okay. I didn't know you had such hate for Glenn Powell.
Yeah. I don't hate him, but it just feels like they're like they want to like make you like him. They're like, we're gonna put him in all this stuff, and force him down your throat. And it's like,
James, I have a couple facsimile reprints of Amazing Fantasy 15. I mean, Yeah, one day I'll get one. I was actually thinking of getting one of they have these editions that they released for Marvel classic covers that are like in silver. They get graded by CGC and hang on the wall, and maybe I'd end up getting that at one point. It's like 0.999, silver. I don't know how they do it, but that's something I might do to have Amazing Fantasy 15 on the wall. I don't want to get any of the facsimile ones graded. It's just like a waste. It's like a $2 book. I have a facsimile Amazing Spider-Man #1 sitting back there, just for show, for art. But yeah. I don't plan on seeing Twisters. I didn't like the first Twister. I don't care. There, I said it. I wasn't a fan.
What?
I never liked it.
What the fuck?
I was bored. Let's get Dave
Bill
on.
Paxton,
Dave,
Hunt.
like,
I didn't ask. I didn't ask if you wanted to talk about how it's not realistic. I know it's not fucking realistic. It's a goddamn movie.
I just never liked it. I didn't like it.
No. F5, the figure of God. It's dumb. It's silly shit, but it's awesome. It's a great movie.
You know what I did, Steve? I bought my first DVD player on Finger Hut, and it came with a bonus DVD, a fucking Twister. I took that shit to Walmart because it was still sealed, and I asked if I could exchange this DVD, and I got screened. That's what I would have rather had.
Now, okay. Oh, well, yes.
And then I bought
the two.
And then I bought How I Know What You Did Last Summer. So,
the first one's better than the second one.
You know what? I was a fan of Jennifer Love Hewitt. I had that poster in my room as well. So
she had some.
Everybody
talents. She had talents.
So, Carlos, I don't know what this means. Text yellow goal.
Goal.
But all right, go Carlos. So with that, we got some news. First things first is rumor has it, Hollywood Reporter is reporting it, the Russo brothers might be back to do Avengers 5 and 6.
Good, because when you had a really awesome thing going, and then you're like, you know what, we're going to bring in new people, and then it started sucking, maybe just go back to the people that were awesome. Maybe they can do it again. Awesome.
Well, the thing is, I think it was a twofold thing. Is I think that they wanted to. I think they wanted to branch out because they were building their own empire, right? Like they had the Netflix movies that they're doing. They're actually working on some kind of weird sound, like whole immersive film kind of thing. Like that's their ultimate goal with their production company. So I do think after all the work they did with Endgame, they wanted to take a step back. I think they're back because of a multitude of things. The strike, which pushed back all these movies, which then you did see movies not do well. And of course, kind of like Thanos, you always come back to me, which I think is
yes. There was lots of issues. Also,
but I also, yeah, no, I'm not. I know. Well, I mean,
also the movies weren't as good.
No Way Home was fantastic.
No Way we can keep. Yes, we all agree. But every other movie was
and
not
I still
good.
think Multiverse of Madness was pretty good, and I liked the Sam Raimi.
Multiverse of Madness was an almost awesome movie. It was good,
right?
But
there were things that it could have been better, right? Like, but I think the hype of the title and what we got were two different things.
No, they had it.
I want
to spend more time with the fucking Illuminati. Because that was all awesome, and then they just were out of there. So they wanted to be out of that so quick. They were like, "Look, just give them what they want. Now let's move."
Yeah.
God.
So we'll see. But I also think too, like with the delays and everything, and they even said they wanted to be. If they ever came back to a Marvel project, it's for Secret Wars. So,
perfect.
But with that, there's rumors that Avengers 5 gonna be Avengers versus X-Men.
I saw that.
And we talked about this. Remember how we've talked about this?
Sean missed a bad week.
I said that Secret Wars is going to be that soft reboot, because what they're going to do,
then it's going to introduce the X-Men to the universe.
They're
proper.
doing it this week. We know it's coming out with Deadpool. I mean, like we know how much you can cherry pick all the X-Men characters.
But you're going to have basically you're going to have two teams of good guys that are used to protecting their own shit that are forced into the same world.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a difference of opinion about how to do their shit.
And it's going to be part of that stuff that leads into Secret Wars where they're going to have to team up, where pieces of them are going to have to team up, right? Like this is where this is going.
Or it's also going to be awesome is to see who's going to switch sides in that, because that's happening too. Certain members of the Avengers and shit on the Marvel side are going to be like, yo, I'm kind of fucking with how the X-Men are doing shit. And then X-Men, you're going to have certain members of their team that are like, whoa. And they're going to switch over. Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Maybe not even that. Like you're bringing
put them in their suits, give them the right colors, like we just did with all of our teams. Put them in the colors and have them switch teams and switch colors. Like that's how you do it. I want that.
And you're probably going to get that, Steve, because you have a yellow suit Wolverine. You have the proper suit Deadpool. We've seen Beast look correct, right? Like so it's not even the universes we've seen. They can cherry pick other things saying it's a universe. And all of a sudden we have let's just say Channing Tatum, who's been wanting to play Gambit. You throw him in that movie as Gambit. He doesn't have to be somebody, but you're going to get a new Gambit down the road, right?
Yes.
You're going to get a new one, but you throw him in for one movie and you got him in there. I would
throw him in just to get him, just like he's in, he's like dead.
Illuminati. Just Krasinski him.
Krasinski him.
Spaghetti his ass.
Nobody wants Channing Tatum as
Deadpool.
No, we don't want a full movie, but you're right. The Deadpool Colossus is way better than the other Colossus that we've seen. Like, give me the Deadpool Colossus. I'll take the old Bobby Drake Iceman. So you've got characters you can pull out, from these.
Yeah, but Bobby Drake Iceman, when he finally went full fucking ice form and with the ice slide and all that shit. Yes.
And my guess is you'll see some of those characters in Deadpool and Wolverine, because we've already seen them in the background.
That's how you do it, right? You drop an Avengers versus X-Men movie. And that's it. That's the title: Avengers versus X-Men.
Are we getting a different Professor X?
No. You're going to get either. You're going to get
It ain't going to be Patrick Stewart.
Rumor has it.
Leave him alone.
Rumor has Patrick Stewart's in Deadpool and Wolverine. So
maybe, but that's I like I just said. Stop parading old fucking people around in front of us for our entertainment.
But like
he's
we
in
just
his
said,
Twilight
nostalgia
years,
is a bitch, and
you don't need money. Stop.
He don't
Let
need
this
it. But
man
we want to see him. We want to see him in the suit again. We don't want one to snap in his neck. We want to see him.
The fucking people are ruthless, dog. Like, get out here, old man.
Ian McKellen, Magneto. But here's the thing, too. Even in Avengers vs. X-Men, you could have multiple Magnetos, multiple Xaviers. You could have multiples of everyone, right?
We're gonna have. There's rumors that we're gonna run into multiple actors playing versions of Wolverine. In the Deadpool.
Exactly. So why not?
Like specifically, Patch, I've heard is rumored as
Daniel Radcliffe is Harry Potter, which I would be fine with.
Awesome. He was one of the rumors, do that.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I think the Russo's coming back.
I think you're going to have to find a way
Avengers for X-Men
to call in next week and on the road or something, because
I have to find a time.
I'm going to be here and Sean's going to be there and fucking Ed's going to be right there. I'm going to be talking about Deadpool and fucking Wolverine.
I've already thought about how I'm going to do this. So, I'm going to be in the middle of a park. So we'll see if my signal's great or everything. But I'm bringing my AirPods.
You might just have to call in and be like, hero, blah, and then
I might, especially if I'm in Avengers Campus, and that's my goal, to be filming live from Avengers Campus. So,
Did you see that butt cheek controller that they're?
I'm getting that.
No, you're not. It's a sweepstakes. They only made like 2 of them. One person's winning.
Oh wait, really? There's only 2.
Yeah, you can't just fucking buy it. No, of course. That's Microsoft.
You know what?
They love showing that shit and then being like, we only made one. But you know what? You know what happens though? Somebody out there. We live in a renaissance of fucking 3D printers. And people 3D print their own Xbox shells all day long. And the second that image was released, people already started making those files. So, Joe Vitale, dear friend of the show, I'll pay you for an Xbox butt controller shell.
yes, same here. Especially if you can do one in cap as well, because it's America's ass and a Deadpool. Like I need both. I need a blue and a red.
That'd be so good. So good.
Yes.
I need that. Maybe even if you could do a popcorn bucket style Wolverine one for one of them.
Well, I mean, if we're in that bet, then I need just a solid black one like that with a Nightwing logo on it, right? I mean, Nightwing's with the cheeks.
I mean, you could just do that. Oh yeah, you're right. The Nightwing cheeks. Yeah, that's true. It's very true. Very, very true. But no, I didn't know. Steve, I just saw the pictures. I was like, oh, this is going for sale. Like
I know, right?
Yeah.
So
because like I missed out on those Spider-Man controllers and the Spider-Man clamshell for the PS5 because they sold out in seconds.
You can also get those printed.
True. At this point, I was just like, I don't. But the butt cheeks, hilarious. What else?
Avengers.
What else we got?
Before
we get into trailers.
Nova. They mentioned that too about getting a Nova series. So I'm assuming it's a Disney Plus series.
And that would have to be the kid Nova.
I think it'd be Sam Alexander if they do that. Yeah.
That could be awesome. Like this kid gets cosmic powers and goes on a space adventure looking for his missing father. Then they team up and have this like awesome superhero thing that brings them into the Nova Corps, which wraps it into the. Then half the fucking Guardians of the Galaxy is CGI right now, so just drop them in at the end of that show. Boom.
Yeah,
it's just Nova's introduction into being a member of the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Agreed. Why not? I think we're gonna get a lot of announcements. Next week is also Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I'm always on vacation during Comic-Con. It's always Comic-Con week.
That's why we're not skipping.
I told you not to. Like, it's fine. I will call in. But it's there's rumors that there's gonna be like 12 big announcements or 10 or 12 big announcements from Marvel Studios. Like they're going hog wild this Comic-Con. So, right. And I think if it is Avengers vs. X-Men, you're gonna see a change in kind of the movies we're going to get. Like we're already going to get Thunderbolts, Captain America, Fantastic Four. I mean, those are already those are coming, and I can't wait because I think we'll talk about the Captain America teaser, but those are all ones I'm excited for. They do need to do Blade. They need to figure out to get this damn Blade movie off the ground and just get me something with the Midnight Suns. You already have. You already have Werewolf by Night and Man-Thing, man.
They needed to be filming that 2 years ago for Mahershala Ali to stay in the role because at this point it's going to be a one-off. The man's in his 50s. Like, what are you going to do?
I mean, Wesley Snipes wants to be back. Rumor is he might be in Deadpool Wolverine.
So good. That's where he belongs.
I don't know if that's true. I think there was a still that showed remember the Blade TV series?
They're going to throw everyone in there. You saw the last trailer.
I know. Dude. The last trailer when Deadpool was sitting in the car twipping, I
know.
Hero gasm.
Yeah, you heroed all over yourself, and it was gross.
It was amazing. I'm so excited for that movie, and of course, it comes out when I have a vacation. Like, I'm so mad at myself. I keep doing this crap to myself.
You chose to go on vacation next weekend. You booked it, sealed
timing
it.
And stuff delivered. Is where it worked. Okay, I'm sorry. Like
that just means Deadpool and Wolverine wasn't that important to you.
It was. It is important to me. Very important to me.
I don't know how you're gonna do it, man. You're gonna somehow have to find a way. It comes out on Thursday night, so you're gonna have Thursday night, Friday, and Saturday.
Disney Springs has
8 p.m. because you're gonna be on my time. So it's not 11 o'clock at night, baby. You're gonna be like, holy shit, the sun's out, and I'm supposed to be recording right now. What the fuck?
Well, I know. Like I'm not gonna join you guys probably right away because like you won't get to the movie until after.
Oh no, we're starting right at 8 p.m. sharp.
To talk about the movie, nothing else.
Yeah,
right?
just for you.
Jerks. All right. Any other news? I can't think of anything.
Ed's always got news.
I know Steve will like this. They don't give us a specific date yet, but they're saying that we are going to next season of Fallout much sooner than we've anticipated. That all of the scripts are pretty much done and they're reviewing them, and they were just talking about in production. They already have most of the sets and everything already completed. They just have to do a few add-ons. Yeah. So there's no reason they can't start filming very soon.
Yeah, like you built the vault.
Oh, yeah.
Like just a little bit of CGI, a little bit of moving stuff around, splash some paint. You film a whole new show in there. So
yeah, they're making it sound like it'll be soon.
Really good. Lil, you didn't review this, but you loved it, right?
I did love it. I was disappointed that I missed that review with you guys, but I mean, it was a great show. I was, and I have no knowledge of the games or anything, and I just fell in love with the world.
That show came out like I started playing. I think I started playing Fallout 4 after that. I think when that show, because you were talking about it, because you were playing. I saw you were playing it, and you had told me. I was like, I can't get back into Fallout 4, bro. I can't. Like I put so much time into that already, and you were like, dude, they updated the graphics. It's good for the new system. I was like, fuck. Are you sure? And you're like, yeah. I jumped in. I was like, I started playing. I was like, I don't remember any of this. This is a brand new game. Yeah, I went hard on that.
You went real hard because when you log into Xbox, you can see what you're playing and what level you are. And of course, because of my completionist mentality, I'm like, okay, I'm a level 12, and then 4 days I might be 13. I log in the next day, you're like 22. I log in the next day, you're 28. I log in the next day, you're 34. I'm like, what the hell's he doing?
It's all that settlement shit, dog. That was what it was. You get so much XP for all that stupid building, all that crap, every bed and stupid thing you put in, every little stupid piece of corn you plant. XP. So good.
We didn't talk about the official Superman logo that James Gunn shared.
Sure.
So, Steve, I know you like the yellow trim. What do you think?
So it feels weird that this Superman symbol is on there for his first outing. I'm wondering if it's going to change by the end to be a more classic Superman S, because this in the comic books is a much later symbol that he adapts. First seen in the Kingdom Come books, and then altered in like the Batman Beyond stuff. But like, I think it looks good. It looks clean. It's definitely its own take. The yellow trim is a new touch that's not been in part of any design I've seen before. But we've already talked about. Like, I'm just kind of like just going on and on. But it's I don't like have a problem with it. Like,
I was going to show that picture of Nathan Fillion with his bowl cut, but I can't find it. So
I don't have a problem with this with the logo. Like, every movie changes it up a little bit, even like the Robert Pattinson Batman movie, like what was his logo? Fucking 2 gun handles on his chest, like
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Well, I mean, wasn't it the gun that killed his parents or whatever?
That's like emo even for Batman, bro. That's extra. Like, he listens to My Chemical Romance nonstop. I'm surprised he didn't have black fingernails.
But I love that bat suit.
The bat suit was great. Hey, listen, I'm talking a lot of shit, but I like the movie. Right, the movie's pretty good still. But like, I really liked the Ben Affleck bat symbol. That was also a very different take. Even the Christopher Nolan Batman symbol was different than we'd ever seen before. So
is because the Batman, because this is more New 52 what Gunn's doing here, right? Like that's what it feels like.
They're a mix, more Rebirth, New 52. A lot of the books he's following are for Superman are from the Rebirth stuff. So
didn't Batman in that era also have a yellow outline on the bat symbol?
In the New 52, he did.
So I'm wondering if he goes with that matching logo.
I don't know.
The yellow outlines.
They're definitely going with like themes, right? Like when you look at the pictures of Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific in Green Lantern all together. I don't know if you have any of those.
I'm trying to pull them
within reach, but they all have like the same patterns on their jackets and shit, just with different colors. Like Hawk Girl's is black, white, and orange. Green Lantern's is black, white, and green, and Mr. Terrific's is black, white, and red. But they're all the same pattern. So like,
yeah,
that's clearly the team, the Terrifics, I'm assuming. Superman also, if you look at the line work on his suit, like where the lines are on his shoulders and his arms and his sides, that's where the line work is on the Terrifics jackets. Those lines are in the same spots. So I'm wondering, and he's in scenes clearly with all of them. So it's like, is this like his Terrifics suit? I'm not sure.
Yeah. I don't like these. I mean, I know that they're from the comics. It just doesn't look good.
Well, it doesn't look good here. It doesn't look good.
I know. It's CGI.
It doesn't look good here, but like, there's a lot of pictures of fucking everybody walking around those Marvel sets looking awful. Karen Gillan on set photos looks awful as Nebula. It looks terrible. But then you watch the movie and it looks great. So
no, you're right. I'm not.
I mean, I'm not gonna shit on it. I think Mr. Terrific actually looks fantastic. I think that Hawk Girl has a great headdress. Look, at least they're going somewhat comic accurate with some of this shit. Like.
Wait to see it in post.
Yep.
Yeah. No, you're right. So, all right, and they're fine.
Yeah, I like that he's got the logo on the back of the cape, man. That's my fucking. I've talked about that a lot with like when I was collecting Superman figures and shit. I always loved it when they had the S on the cape because it was like a secret thing for you, the collector, because you never displayed it with the cape showing. And I just think it's cool that it's on there. The only other time it was on live action, I think, was
Christopher Reeves.
Dean Cain. Christopher Reeves didn't have it.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't have the yellow S.
Didn't he?
No.
So.
He only had that one on his chest that he threw at people.
Big piece of cellophane.
What? I thought Christopher Reeves. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm thinking Dean Cain. I know. Yeah.
Dean Cain definitely did.
Huh.
That show's awful, but I love it. I put that shit on. I'll put that shit on and go to bed.
Dude, really?
Yeah. Every now and then. It's easy. It's I put it on. It does, there's not a lot of flashing lights. You just go to sleep. But what do you think? Do you like the Superman? I mean, the logo itself, or
no? He did have the yellow fucking cape. I'm looking at a picture right here.
Christopher Reeve did?
Yeah.
Oh, my geek card got revoked then.
I was thinking the same thing. I thought it was straight red. All right.
That's him in the Fortress of Solitude. That's what I remember.
Let's see. I still don't think that. I'm like, this feels like one of those Mandela.
Because this one sold. This sold at an auction. That's why I remembered it.
Well,
more recently.
Good then. I don't know. We reviewed all those movies, so. We for sure have seen them. I just can't remember. I haven't watched them.
We did, but we were more see Mandela effect. You're right, James. It's the Mandela effect.
The crazy thing is when we reviewed them, I remember loving. It was weird how much we loved Part 3 of all of them. I was like, "This is my favorite one. This is great."
Because it was wacky.
Evil Superman was fucking awesome. He's burned out in the bar, shooting peanuts at bottles.
All from adding tar.
terrible.
What else? What else we got?
Rebel Moon's going to get a prequel, if anybody cares.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I am gonna watch the rated R ones though. I'm gonna do it. They might be. I'm not gonna say they might be better, but they might be better because Zack Snyder's longer shit is always better than his not longer shit. So.
Oh well.
I know, and it's like
you
have to indulge the artist, but like I'll indulge if it makes it better. That 6-hour cut of Justice League was way better. So
I don't know if you guys are Dune fans. We got that trailer, Dune Prophecy, HBO property.
Oh, so is that a prequel series coming to HBO?
I don't know the time frame, but yes, I think it is a prequel series.
No, not yet, James. I think there's a date for the rated R versions, but they're not out yet.
So now I know you guys talk about it. I haven't caught up yet on the House of Dragon, but HBO, they do things right. So if they're doing a Dune Prophecy series and it's produced the same as other HBO pieces, I'll check it out.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I have dropped the ball on Dune. I have not seen Dune Part 2 yet.
It's good, but it's long.
I know, and that's why. And that's the thing. Like, here's the other thing. When Dune Part 1 came out, those were back in my drinking days. So I had a hard time getting through that movie. And I just haven't gone back and like actually properly watched it all the way through. So I'm just like, I know it's a lot. And so I'm just like, I'm not sure. I got to be in the right mode for that. Did you see the Alien Romulus popcorn bucket?
Yeah.
This is totally going to be the new thing now. It has to be. There has to be popcorn buckets for all the things. And I'm never going to get them because my local theaters don't get any of that cool shit. But
collectible popcorn buckets, Steve, no joke, since I've moved down here to Florida, are a thing, especially because of Disney and Universal. Like, I remember I got that Chucky one.
Yeah. They're not here in my
they're not,
area.
But they're now, like you said, like the theaters are starting to do them as well because they're, I think I did get a Spider-Man head one for Spider-Man Homecoming, but it still was like really cheaply done. Not like they're doing it now.
I wanted the Ghost Trap from fucking Ghostbusters.
Yeah, Sean got that one, right?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Now it's like $30 popcorn buckets that don't hold fucking popcorn. Everybody's collecting. That's what it is at Disney.
I know, but I still want it. That's fucking. That would be sweet.
I know the kids want. Believe me, every time we go, it's always.
I don't want the Wolverine one. I don't need that. I'm good. I don't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
I think you might need it.
No.
I
just don't need it.
Other uses for it.
There is for you, but I'm good. I don't need it.
That's funny. All right, so let's talk about Captain America: Brave New World.
You're starting off with that trailer, not one of the other ones.
Well, what other trailer do you want to do? I don't care for. Well, we got Agatha. We didn't talk about. Do you want to talk about the Agatha trailer?
That show looks like.
I'm curious how dark it goes. Like the fact that they have her.
I think the trailer is making you think it goes a lot darker than it does.
Okay. So what's the other trailers you want to watch?
Well, we had the Beetlejuice 2 trailer.
Beetlejuice. Okay. Yes.
The second, because this trailer gave us a lot more story than the first one did, so we have an idea of kind of what's actually going on. The first trailer was very deceiving as to what was going on. I was like, this fucking asshole kid just like, fuck my mom, Beetlejuice. And no, that's not what happens. So I think when the consensus came out that's what people thought. They were like, oh, let's maybe redo this trailer to show that actually it's
put it in full screen. Okay.
Actually, it's Winona Ryder's character who calls upon Beetlejuice to help rescue our little Jenna Ortega.
Yes. I mean, She's literally playing Wednesday Addams right here, right? Like when she's talking to these girls.
It seemed like it.
Yeah.
Like even my daughters were like, "Oh, she's been like perfectly cast." I'm trying to get to that, but like these girls are talking shit, scaring her, and then all of a sudden she's just like, "When you're like sleeping with the Pilates instructor, we'll see who gets the last laugh." I'm like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "All right." So yeah, it goes back to the whole house and everything here. You know,
Jeffrey Jones still dead.
Well, I mean, you know, Winona Ryder is a ghost hunter,
and I like that
shows.
She's
she
like
kept the hair.
Yeah, she's a legend in the town.
So yeah,
and Lydia or what's her name? Jenna Ortega's character, I guess, gets taken to the Beetlejuice world, the underworld.
Yeah, you're right, and like that's the crazy thing because I thought like she was the one who's calling Beetlejuice, but it is she's calling Beetlejuice to save her daughter, and like the imagery here on some of the stuff is awesome.
Yes, there's a specific scene. Yeah,
I love this. Cool. Just and him and all his bobs, all the shrunken heads. I was like, oh, that's pretty awesome.
I like when he's like, "All right, time to spill your guts."
Yeah,
and he rips his stomach open and all this shit flies out. Man,
and or I'm trying to find that part because what's his face pukes everywhere. There he goes. Yeah. You see all the guts falling out. I was like, oh man, that's pretty hilarious. And it was Justin Theroux, right? Like he's gonna hurl. I was like, that's pretty funny.
This trailer made the movie look a lot better than the first one did. For me, you got a lot more Michael Keaton, got a lot more his range.
Yeah, so, we got the what's her face, the mom back. I always go back to Home Alone, but love that here.
I always call her Moira now because of Schitt's Creek. Catherine O'Hara, but I always call her Moira.
And now we have this other subplot or plot with what's her face?
The never aging Monica Bellucci.
Yeah, I was going to say like, geez, like. Yeah.
Was that Monica Bellucci? Or is it?
Or is it it's Monica. Yeah. It's Monica Bellucci. Yeah.
Monica Bellucci.
So
why would I confuse her? What is wrong with me?
And Beetlejuice is always trying to.
I had it right the first time. What was I trying to correct myself for?
Yeah, sometimes you second guess yourself. I did like the scene where he sucked everyone into their cell phones.
That was
pretty awesome because everyone's cell phones out for the wedding. Not I thought it was pretty good. So
and it did all their faces like he did Gina Davis and Alec Baldwin in the first movie.
Yeah. So
very good.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can't wait. So I think it's going to be great. It comes out on the 6th. So although I won't be seeing it opening night because we'll be at Halloween Horror Nights, but we'll go that next morning for sure.
The final Alien Romulus trailer came out. It did not show anything really new except for a couple of quick shots here and there, but
I will pull that up
then. I don't even know where to tell you to look at the new stuff, but Alien Romulus is going to be a definite theater go for me.
When does this come out again?
I need to see this on the big screen.
I'm trying to see when does this come out again? Alien Romulus.
August, but I'm not sure.
I mean,
so good.
I love again that we're just kind of like on a ship. I don't want to be on a damn planet. I don't want the other crap that was happening in all the other movies. Like we're on a ship. We're in close quarters where an alien deserves to be. Look at that.
Yep.
Disgusting. Stupid mouth huggers. So gross.
God, it's like you knew that's what they did, but now you get to see it and you're like, God damn it. Like I knew it already, but now I have it in my head like as an actual image.
Yeah.
These things are creepy enough as they're skittering on the floor.
Look at the visuals,
like
just that right there with the guns. Just like that Alien has a feel like the first two movies have a very specific feel in this, at least this trailer, man. But like, I think Fede Alvarez, dude. I mean, I loved what he did with his Evil Dead. You know, I think he respects the source material, respects the universe. He's playing in a time period where he doesn't have, like, he put himself in a very specific time period so that it has to stay within these parameters. And I have a feeling it's going to be good. I have a lot of hope for a lot of movies, but I don't usually have a feeling things are going to be good. Like Morbius, remember, I was like, I really hope that this is good because I like the trailer. But I didn't have a feeling it was going to be good. I hoped it was. Because sometimes movies can surprise you, right? Like, after all the shitty X-Men movies, I was not expecting Days of Future Past to be good.
I remember. I remember when we reviewed it. You and Sean were like, fuck this movie.
Fuck this movie.
You were so mad. And then we came back. We're all like, Days of Future Past. Quicksilver. Oh, my God.
So good. Best.
Yeah.
So
here's another trailer I totally forgot about because it happened so long ago, it feels like. But it's another sequel from a movie that came out a long ass time ago.
Shit. Gladiator 2 looks fucking great. Why does it look so good? And why is fucking 1994's Denzel Washington hanging out in Roman times? Because the way he's like dapping people up and laughing and shit, it just feels like a scene from like American Gangster or something. It doesn't feel like
it does. This is the same actor that was the kid, but he's not playing the same character, right?
I mean, it seems like he's playing the same character.
I don't think he's
He's doing flashbacks and he's that kid.
I think they're just showing flashbacks. I don't think it's him.
It would be weird that he was Maximus's son, but I mean, maybe that's.
He's not Maximus's. He wasn't Maximus's son. He was the son of the queen or princess or whatever, because whatever you want to call it, Joaquin Phoenix's sister.
Yes.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. Because I literally we when we were in Chicago, it was on one night because I didn't have my Fire Stick or anything like that. So
then yes, that's that kid.
On. Yeah,
that's that kid.
I don't know if it's okay. I don't know if he's playing that kid though.
I think he is.
That's the thing. Because why would he be Gladiator? Like he's royalty.
For reasons they'll explain it. Why was Russell Crowe started that movie as a general?
He did.
Yo, when they flood the Coliseum in this movie, insane. and that one guy falls off and he just gets snatched by what is in there? Is it crocodiles? Is it sharks? I don't fucking know.
No idea.
Whatever it is, it snatched him up real quick. That shit is tough.
I mean, look at these visuals are great.
Like you hear Gladiator 2 and you go, what the fuck? Yeah. Gladiator 2. And that's what it's called, Gladiator 2. And you're like, what? Like, you're like, is this Asylum? Like, what are we doing? And then it's like, no, it's Ridley Scott, and it looks fucking great. Okay.
And it's this is why I don't think it's him, because this is mom right here, right?
Yeah, and she's talking to him. Maybe he did something and he got in trouble. And that's Eddie from Stranger Things is the bad guy.
Yeah, I know. I was like, he's popping up everywhere.
He's doing a good job. His agent fucking rules.
Denzel's the bad guy. Look at that, man. He's crazy.
No, Denzel's not. I wouldn't say he's. I think he's going to be a very gray character.
You think? I think
he's hanging out with. Like, we'll see. I think he's going to be a lot like the guy that was owned fucking Maximus.
Look at this. Look at this.
Blood on the horn of the rhino.
Look at that.
Somebody got fucked up. Like,
yes.
And this comes on the heels of like this massive like online movement about like how
there's Denzel being Denzel from 94.
Always think about the Roman Empire, and like that's because we're like like toxic masculinity, and then it's like Gladiator 2, and every man is like, this looks fucking great. Yes. Like the parking lot leaving this movie is going to be way worse than the parking lot leaving Fast and the Furious. Everyone's going to want to fight.
Yeah, like I thought Pedro Pascal was gonna be like our main focal point, but it doesn't look like he is. He's like just another guy.
That was an awesome scene where he like salutes all the soldiers and they all salute him and then they just get to fucking fighting. It's great.
Yeah.
Yo, this movie looks really good.
This comes out in God, we're actually gonna be hitting the theater quite a bit because this comes out I think in September.
Yeah.
So November. Oh, shit.
It's about time though, because like we haven't had to really go to the theater for a while. I mean, and that's when Marvel movies are coming out, and we're like, DC movies are coming out, we're like, like, yeah. But these movies right here, Alien, Romulus, Gladiator 2, those are the ones that are going to take me back to the theater because that looks like a real good time.
Well, Deadpool's taking you back to the theater too.
100% Deadpool 2. I'm going back to the theater this weekend for Deadpool.
And Beetlejuice is taking you back to the theater, and
Beetlejuice looks good, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't
really
necessarily need to see that in the theater. Yeah. Beetlejuice is good, but I can wait on Beetlejuice. But I can't wait on Deadpool. Can't wait on Alien. Gladiator, I probably could wait on, but like it's so, like I don't know if I'd even want to see that in my theater. Like I might want to just like take a trip and like go to IMAX for that. Like it's just so big.
Gladiator might be one of those ones that gets caught up to where I won't go see it opening weekend, and then I'll wait to kind of hear the buzz.
See, the problem with Gladiator, and I'm not saying anything like that, I'm not going to see it, and I know Gladiator was one of the, I think it was like the second movie me and Jenny watched in the theater together, and like I bought her a Russell Crowe poster. She loved Russell Crowe. But that's Thanksgiving weekend, and that's what's coming out. Is the Wicked is coming out, and Moana 2 is coming out. So it's like Gladiator smashed with two big other properties, and it's
but you know what? That's kind of like it's
ultra
genius in a way because it's so opposite of the other two movies that.
Well, it's like Barbie and Oppenheimer, right? Like, so it's gonna be the same thing. So it's gonna be like,
you're gonna have all these couples that are gonna be like, okay, I'll go see that, but then we're going to fucking see Gladiator after that, right?
After I see fucking Wicked, and I see all this,
I'll go sit through the singing witches, but we're going right across the hall and watch some Gladiator.
Swords and sandals, and we're gonna be.
You see the blood on that rhino horn? We're gonna watch that shit. I gotta see what snatched that man in the water. I don't know what it was.
Double
have
feature.
Answers. Another. Do you want to talk? Anything new about the Deadpool Wolverine new last trailer was the X-23. She showed
X-23 showed up. So yeah, I mean, we don't have to show it, and I don't see.
Still no shots of him in the mask. They're saving that for the movie. Good for them. But you know what I noticed? There's been a lot of people that have shown shots of the trailer, like stills, and you can tell that like that's not really Hugh Jackman's like head.
Face. Yeah.
Like that's a CGI real face. He's probably wearing the mask right there. So, but they do that with trailers and shit.
I mean, but he's only gonna be in the mask for 5 minutes or so because it's like,
bro, I don't. They're gonna have him in the mask. You better have it on. Look, Deadpool puts it on, takes it off, puts it on, takes it off. The mask has power, bro.
My family loves The Greatest Showman. They love that fucking movie with Hugh Jackman. They love that movie. The girls love it. Mia's watched it 1,000 times. On the Deadpool and Wolverine soundtrack, The Greatest Show, that song that he sings with Zac Efron and everything, the big number is on the fucking soundtrack. And I want them to play it in the movie at some point because it's fucking genius. I'm
sure they will.
100% they're going to. It might even be like a musical number with Deadpool in the Zac Efron role.
Oh my god! I'd be so into it. I watched the movie. I was like, the movie's fine. I like the movie just fine. But my kids and my wife loved it.
Could you imagine?
I was like, yes, I'll do it. I'm all in for it.
Wolverine in the
how is this movie only? This movie's only like not even 2 hours, right? Like, oh my god, this movie needs to be like 6 hours long for everything that I want it to be.
It's going to be filled. Like every scene is going to be like eye candy. I
just can't wait.
I love the music in the trailer. I love the fact that there's parts of it that actually like make you think like this movie's going to have this movie's going to have some heart too. Like it's going to be hilarious. There's going to be great action. It's going to be funny, but it's going to have some heart. I heard a rumor that they're going to be jumping through portals. We've seen them do that in the trailer. And they're going to hop in and fucking Ben Affleck's Batman's going to be in one, and they're going to hop right the fuck back out. Like, I've heard that going on and on, that like he is 100% part of the movie.
Oh man, I mean that would be ridiculous, right? Especially if Deadpool.
He's not part of the DCU anymore. It's a dead universe.
Especially if Deadpool says something like Daredevil, yeah, but it's buddy. Yeah.
And then Ben Affleck turns around and goes, "Hell," and then he's like, "Fuck that," when they leave.
That would be. Yes, because we know how much he still makes fun of that movie. So
good. Oh, that would be so good.
Yeah. Any other trailers?
They're gonna pop into one, and it's gonna be that one dude showing his balls and waiting. Like, right when they pop into
the Batwing. I love that movie, Waiting. So I know, of course, what you're talking about. The Batwing. What's the actor's name? Luis
Guzman.
Guzman. Yeah. Oh man. fucking great at shenanigans. He's fucking serving at shenanigans. Oh my god!
I love Waiting, dude. Why does nobody like that movie so much?
I love that, dude. Another movie that Ryan Reynolds was in that was great that nobody talks about. It was him and Jerry O'Connell in a movie called Buying the Cow. Fantastic.
Never seen it. Don't
Go
even
watch it. It's pre Van Wilder. And there's a movie too where he's crawling up the side of a building, like he's jumping out of a window because he had an affair with somebody, and nobody's talking about the second Waiting, James.
Yeah,
we don't want the second Waiting.
Was that called Still Waiting or something?
Terrible. Yeah.
It had like two people from the original, like two background actors, and that was it.
But he crawls into
Dane Cook didn't come back.
He crawls into another house, and it's like a little kid there, and he's putting his clothes back on. He wasn't, fully nude, but he's like, "Are you Spider-Man?" He's like, "I am Spider-Man." And he jumps right in. Buying the Cow. Watch it. I have it on DVD.
Ed, do you see this shit? Look at this. He's like, "This movie's hilarious. Nobody's ever heard of it." Look, here's one scene I'm going to tell you about. It's a Spider-Man scene. Fucking great. Watch this shit. You have like a one-track mind, bro.
All I have is a one-track mind. It's
mind.
Ryan Reynolds and Spider-Man. So they made adult Spider-Man as Ryan Reynolds. That's all. Just combine them. All right, let's talk about Captain America.
Captain America, Brave New World,
which is a crazy trailer that
I wish that they didn't use shaving the mustache as the excuse, because that means we're not going to get a Red Hulk with a mustache.
True, but that's okay.
And that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
The Red Hulk with a big fucking bushy mustache.
That is true. But so like we open up, he walks in. Here's your mustache scene where
Yep.
Harrison Ford's great. Look, William Hurt, R.I.P. my man.
I would have loved to see William
It would have
Hurt.
been awesome to see him finally get to be the model for Red Hulk. And I bet you that Red Hulk is going to have a lot of William Hurt in him. He's going to have some Harrison Ford, but he's going to have a lot.
It's going to be an amalgamation, or there'll be a scene real quick that shifts. Like when he makes a face, that'll be very William Hurt,
they got to do something.
Like a thank you, and then it goes back to the Harrison Ford one or something. That I guarantee.
It's a CGI.
But we see here he's running for president, or he is president running for re-election or something, or doing something. It's talking about togetherness. More than likely, he's going to be trying to bring back I don't want to say the Sokovia Accords exactly, but he wants to control superhumans. That's what this is going to be all about. This is what General Ross has always wanted to do. He's wanted to control. It's why he had the Thunderbolts, which is now not going to be his, or at least not at this point that we know of. But
I'll say this too.
I love. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the movie looked like the look of the trailer, the film stock, the cinematic feel of it. It feels like
Winter
Soldier.
Absolutely.
Yes, boys. Yes.
So
fantastic.
Yes.
This movie, to me, like everything, and I know it was weird because remember when the trailer came out, Steve? What in our text feed, Sean gave it like the
like,
vomit face or whatever, or yawn.
No, yawn face. Crazy. I think this shit looks
fantastic.
Awesome. Yeah,
fantastic.
Winter Soldier 2.0.
Yeah, and this I don't know. Like, is this a flashback scene to when he was locked up? Remember, he was locked up in jail in Civil War. Because he goes, we haven't always agreed in the past. They locked him up before he was broken out. Or is this another scene that he's going to visit Isaiah Bradley? Because as we see in the trailer here,
Isaiah Bradley loses his shit.
Well, I don't think he loses it. I think he's brainwashed.
Oh, Are we going to get, I wonder if...
Manchurian Candidate. This is fucking Manchurian
And that's what I wish we would have gotten in the Captain America and Winter Soldier show was the Isaiah Bradley in his suit. Like, I love that Isaiah Bradley suit from the books.
That old black
Captain
suit,
America, that cap thing with the
wavy
band and shit. If we get some version of that, like,
what bothered me here was Harrison Ford's hairstyle. Like, this is really weird. Like, I don't know what he's doing here, but that was just like, it looked off. But
don't worry.
I know.
It's they're parading around another old guy in front of us for our entertainment. Just let him do it.
Who becomes the Red Hulk? He's in his 70s. But I love Joaquin Torres is in this. He's back. He's
the Falcon.
Yep.
And there's been concept art that's been put out there or promo art of him, and it's the Falcon suit, just green and gold. His color.
Now this scene here, again, I don't know, Marvel, man. Like, they got screwed with the Falcon and Winter Soldier show. Because it was about a fucking pandemic outbreak, fucking stuff with Russia, and stuff had to be altered last minute. Now we get this shit with Isaiah Bradley taking shots at the president. Like, I don't know what's happening. Marvel's becoming the fucking Simpsons, predicting
but
weird shit.
I'm not even putting the whole world's in a conspiracy, but I'm not even putting two and two together. Like,
but I mean, I love this. Isaiah Bradley jumping out the window, like, and I love this part here. I'm not gonna play it all, but like, when it goes like this February,
that style, the way that it is like click, 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 like it just gives you this spy thriller, espionage, action feel, and like. Inner circle's been compromised. Like, yes,
yes. I love this. They're going in this dark hallway together. Him and Falcon, and it's like, oh my god, like,
the spin kick move was nice.
Yeah, this has to be early on because this is the old suit. We see him in the other suit already. This is the suit right after. So this is probably like an opening shot.
Yeah, it's the original suit, and then he wears the stealth suit later.
Yeah. Which I like that he gets his own stealth suit like Cap did, like in Winter Soldier. Like this. Fighting dudes off. I love this.
But like, can these guys be...
But look at this right here. Like this.
To electrocute him, though? Hold on.
Yeah.
Can they be any worse than trying to electrocute him? Like, he's like, they're just electrocuting his shield. Like, it doesn't work. Stop doing it.
Yeah. Move underneath.
Yeah,
right?
Like, his attention's here. Like, just yeah.
I don't know, but what I did like is this part here, this scene here. Like, you could see this cameraman has a green hand.
Skrull.
No, the leader.
Hulk.
The leader is in this. The actor from the Incredible Hulk movie is back as the leader.
Blue.
No, the leader is green. He's a Hulk. He's gamma radiated.
Yep.
Because you see him again.
Big giant head.
Yeah.
Could be anybody, honestly.
No, this is the leader. This is definitely he's in there because I think it's the leader doing these conspiracies. I'm trying to find. There was another picture of him here with like a hat. You could see him talking.
That's fine. He's the leader.
All right.
I'll believe you.
You got the I love this. You may be Captain America, but you're no Steve Rogers. What the?
Yeah, that was kind of nice. And then he does the Superman, bro. He breaks the sound barrier.
Oh yeah. But here we get Giancarlo here. Like, again, people don't know. I mean, everybody's predicting now that he's going to be GW Washington, which would make sense. Or it would be crazy. It would be crazy. So in the Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. comics, the early Sturinsky comics, there was a character called Scorpio. And Scorpio ended up being Nick Fury's brother. And that would be crazy if they had Giancarlo playing his brother as the villain here. And then that's because Giancarlo said that he would be in a series after this and other things. And
he also said that nobody's guessed who he is yet after.
Right. And everybody's guessing GW, right? Yeah. And I'm like, GW would be a cool character because it's like he is good. He is kind of that anti-hero. He does some things, shady things on the side. He has a connection.
Let Giancarlo just be bad. Let him just be bad.
But I think that's what I'm. Then I'm like, I have those Steranko books, and I have this art print signed by Steranko where I'm looking at it and I see the Scorpio and I'm like, I'm just thinking about that. I'm like, that would be fucking crazy if they brought that up because that's some of the psychedelic artwork that I love that he did back then. But like, look at this scene here. I'm gonna play it real quick. But this rampage, this is Red Hulk rampaging through the White House.
Yeah,
that's Red Hulk. You don't see him there because they edited his ass out. But that's Red Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, that's the lizard getting kicked in the face by nothing in the nothing in the sky in the trailer.
But here's what you were talking about, where he goes.
Yeah, just play that a little bit.
You see, he's got a little bit. He's got a helmet on.
Look, too. And what's in the background? What is that?
Yeah, but
they're finally bringing that stupid fucking hand from the
Eternals.
The Eternals into the movie. Like, that's tough. And then, oof. Very good.
I don't know. I'm loving this thing.
And then, of course, the kill shot. Because you know what else? This is Kismet, man. This is fucking the final shot of the Captain America Civil War trailer was another reveal of another said character grabbing the fucking shield.
Oh shit! I didn't even put that together, Steve. You're right. The final trailer. This is the first trailer, but the final trailer had that Spider-Man scene.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That's good. That's good. And you could definitely see the Harrison Ford face here. Like this is so Harrison. But
it's the red fucking Hulk, though, man. And he smashes the fucking shield into the ground, and
love it.
So
that's the thing. We get the leader here. We're going to get Red Hulk. We're going to get this conspiracy theory. I'm kind of happy that they got rid of the Serpent Society bullshit because I guarantee you they thought that shit was too hokey. That didn't fit.
Yeah, you're talking about, you're like, oh, you're going to try to bring in, like, Nazis again? And, like...
Like, I mean, who are they going to be a part of?
Let's just Red Hulk it. All right, we got Thunderbolts coming. Leave the Nazis like that. We did the Nazis. let's leave them out.
Yeah. So,
plus you're gonna get them because there's also talk of a Captain America thing happening, a limited series on Disney Plus of him taking those Infinity Stones back. Each episode would be a return of one stone.
So 6 episodes, maybe. I mean, I don't know. We'll see if that happens.
That could be. I would watch the shit out of that, bro. Chris Evans back in the role. Every episode is just fucking blam, lands into another fucking movie, another Marvel movie, and has to do some shit. He's got to go back to the Thor Dark World. He's got to go back to the first Avengers.
Yeah.
He's got to go back. Where else has he got to go? He's got to go back to the world with fucking Red Skull on it.
Yep.
Yes. Like, I need it. I need to see it.
He's got to put the Time Stone back. Well, that was in the first Avengers, right? Yep. And the Tesseract back as well. But those were both there. So, like...
Back to the military base in the 70s.
Yeah. I don't know. I know everybody's been talking... I mean, everybody's been talking about that show since that finale, right?
I know. And again, like, where I saw it was just like another spot. I don't even remember where it was.
Yeah.
it's not like news, but it's like, goddamn.
No, you're right. I mean,
that shit.
And it would be great. I want Chris Evans back, and maybe it's a prelude to him coming back in Secret Wars, right? Because they all have to come back in Secret Wars. They have to come back in Secret Wars. I mean, because Armor Wars is still happening, so you still have a way to bring Tony.
Is it? I mean, they say it is, but is it?
It's supposed to be a movie.
Yeah, but is it happening?
I think it's still happening.
Is it?
Because I think they're going to continue with.
Is Ironheart happening? I mean, like it's.
Ironheart's finished.
So what? So is Batgirl.
Very true. Very true.
You know what I'm saying? Like they're changing shit.
Keep it on the shelf.
Shit is getting tight, and they're like, "Ooh, I heard another rumor." Ooh, I heard another rumor. Could you imagine this? Okay, so Dr. Doom is going to be in Secret Wars. Yes,
he's not Tony Stark. They've already, no. I think they've already debunked that.
Oh, could you imagine? No, maybe it's not a. Yeah, that's what I heard. He's unmasked, and it's a version, a variant of Tony Stark is Dr. Doom. It would explain a lot. That would be so good.
I know, but I don't know if I want that as Doom, right? Because Downey's
I'm not saying like for Doom moving forward. I'm saying for Secret Wars, right? They're going to be doing a lot of cameos, a lot of weird shit. A lot of characters are going to be other characters. You're probably going to have Chris Evans as the Human Torch.
That would be crazy. That would be awesome because he was the best part of those movies. I loved him as the Torch. It's to me, it's what made the movies. Have
Michael
watchable.
B. Jordan as the Human Torch.
That stupid snowboard scene where he was the Torch. I love that scene. I don't know, it was a dumbass scene, stupid, but I loved it.
He makes a hot tub and chick gets naked immediately. So either way, could be all that stuff could be really cool.
It could be. I mean, that would be a lot of fun to play, but I'm not gonna hold my hopes up for that because I don't know. Because I think Doom is a very powerful entity, and I would want to see somebody kind of take hold of that, especially in a Secret Wars movie. I don't want Downey to play multiple characters, you know. We're gonna have Iron Man. Iron Man has to be there.
And that's simple. You don't have our Iron Man, but there are the multiverse is there. We need an Iron Man. We have a Captain America. We need Steve Rogers, and so they have to go get them. You know, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yeah. It's gonna be good.
And I think especially because if Avengers versus X-Men leads to the final kind of explosion of the universe, right? Because it's gonna cause an incursion because you're gonna have multiple universes fighting, and maybe that's the final incursion that causes Battle World. Then between those two movies, all the movies in between are Battle World-esque movies, right? Where it's just things are just in shambles.
Then all that happens, and now we're in our 70s, and they finally reboot this whole motherfucker.
No, this will be rebooted by 2030, so I'll be 50. Can you fucking believe it? I was in my 30s when we started this fucking podcast, and I'll be 50 by the time fucking Secret Wars comes out.
Dude, I was in my 20s when we started this podcast. I'm 40.
I know. I'm 45. Ed's a young 29.
Yeah.
How many times you turned 29, Ed?
Once, a long time ago. 52.
Damn.
I know.
Still not older. You're still not older than. See, that's another one. I'm going to keep confusing you with Dave now because he's another old guy.
Bunch of old guys.
Well, that's all right because, as you said, the old guys we're in everything now.
Hey, you know what? We got to parade you around, Ed. Look,
that's what we're doing now.
He's in better shape than the rest of us. So
that's true. Very, very true. I have no
Ed,
shoulders.
You're going to be
Ed's got shoulders.
You're going to be back next week, maybe for Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh yeah, no, I'm heading down to the shore, but I will be going to watch it probably on opening day.
Sick. Well, sweet. Well, hopefully, Lil, you can call in. But
you know me. I can't stay away.
You're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to call in and do something. It's going to sound terrible, but we're going to need your 2 cents.
I know.
Can't be any crazier than suit and tie on a train.
It's true. Like I said, I can't stay away. So. All right, guys. Well, that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your support. Ed, thanks for joining us. Sean,
thanks for the invite.
Feel better, Sean.
Yes.
This is please like, subscribe, comment, share. Join us on Saturday nights, will you? We have a lot of fun. People join us. People comment, especially next week. We want to hear your thoughts of Deadpool and Wolverine as well. So this is Lil.
This is Ed.
And don't forget to like and subscribe and go over there and watch Star Geeks every Wednesday. Sean puts a lot of work into that show. It's his pride and joy. It's his baby. Oh, you go over there, you hear about all the other shows that he goes on and talks about, but he doesn't mention our show. Look, you gotta go support Star Geeks. It's the bread and butter. Until next week, everybody, stay safe, be nice to each other. Sean, feel better, and keep it geeky.
It'd be great if I had the outro pulled up, but
I was fucking giving you time. I was going on and on and on.
I get it, but it's funny because
just change the brand and
it's whatever it is.
This is
keep it geeky.